Do you believe wholeheartedly that Jay-Z your father?
I really do. I just really want it over. It's something that's really affected my life, and I just want it over with.
You've been ducking this boy's DNA for all its life. Take the test!
Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else.
You got $10 million. Because listen, young boy, I don't want the world to know nothing about this because my image, here goes some money, I'm gonna take care of you. Nobody's gonna say no.
Chances are, just out of nowhere, random universal selection, this boy who's not related to you has your nose, has your mouth, has your brow line, has your hairline. It's like all of this just by accident.
Y'all, what just happened has the entire internet shaking right now. After more than a decade of being ignored, questioned, blocked, and pushed aside, Rymir Carter has finally won a major legal victory. And the moment that news dropped, someone came running out of the shadows like he'd been waiting for this day his whole life. That someone was 50 Cent. And the way he responded? Whew, it was loud. It was messy. And it was the kind of moment that makes you realize something bigger is going on behind the scenes.
I wasn't in the ad because of look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No. I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL has some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, what is the issue? You see what I'm saying? Like, and I with M, because like with Nori was, he had communication. He said, yeah, I talked to the big homie. He was saying to Jay, he was telling me, you know, the white boy wouldn't do the truth without 50, right? And I'm like, that's when I start saying crazy stuff, because I look and I go, oh, that's your big homie, right? And so you image yourself after a gay painter. The big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with
So
this.
now look, what I'm saying to you is, look, when you start looking at, that's not mine, that's theirs, they're heartbroken, right? But when you look at, M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M, Dre, and myself.
Because this wasn't just a clapback. This wasn't trolling for fun. This was a man who's been holding receipts, sitting on popcorn, and waiting for the perfect second to drag Jay-Z into the spotlight he's been avoiding since the 90s. But the real twist? This lawsuit wasn't even filed against Jay-Z. It was filed against Beyonce. And when that news hit, 50 Cent wasted no time making sure the world understood exactly what it meant.
He met Jay-Z and had intercourse with him. How old was she?
I would say I think she was about 16, 17, or 16, just turning 16 or 17. I know it was one of them.
And Jay-Z was what age?
I wouldn't happen to know. I think he was in his 20s?
I read 22.
Oh, yeah.
I think I read 22, but he was in his 20s.
Yes, I wouldn't happen to know his age, but 22, I'm pretty sure if they put that out there. I really try not to get frustrated, basically. I really try not to think about it, I go on with my life, because, anything could happen, but, I still gotta live for myself at the end of the day. I still gotta work and bring in income for me. I can't sit around, I gotta get up off my feet and do something. I can't wait on the world. Like, I can't say, I can't wait on anybody to want to respond when they want to. It is important that I know who my biological father is, just because, my mom's health, I don't know if it's coming from our family or it's coming from the other side, and that would be something I really would want to find out, because, in the future, you don't know what could happen. And a lot of people are so quick to judge because they see somebody coming out and try to find out if the person that, trying to find out things, they so negative to push you down.
Because if Rymir's case is finally being taken seriously, Jay-Z's entire empire might be one step away from cracking wide open. And 50? He's already pulling up a chair, putting his feet on the table, and asking for an extra large drink, because drama like this doesn't come around every day.
The same thing came when a friend of mine who knew her, somebody in her camp, and she said something, supposedly, this is all hearsay, needs to go away, little boy, something to that effect. There was something out there.
Right.
The song they made. And then next thing I know, somebody was at my property.
It's something crazy going on with this case. Honestly, I just want everybody in the world just to keep their eyes open and just watch things that happen, that just like how things unfold, because it's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, collusion, who knows what it's for, money or friendships or whatever they got going on. But I can honestly say that we should never go in the courtroom feeling like we're already the victims and we did nothing wrong. We did nothing wrong but come in here, tell you guys the truth, put our life on the line, come to every court case and give you 100% plus of us, and basically we just got stepped over.
But before we get to the chaos unfolding right now, let's go back, way back, to understand why 50 Cent is reacting the way he is, and why this story refuses to die, no matter how hard the Carters tried to bury it. Rymir Carter wasn't born famous. He wasn't born rich. He didn't grow up in a mansion surrounded by...
And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like, it's not as far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like, it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take it. No, I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that. I really can. I've been through a lot, seen a lot. I could take me being embarrassed. Like, this can't take nobody not saying nothing. Like, it's not fair.
By security guards, cameras, and a brand to protect. He was just a kid trying to understand why the man he believed was his father wanted nothing to do with him. And from the very beginning, his life was filled with questions nobody wanted to answer. His mother, Wanda, met a young Sean Carter back in the early 90s, long before the world knew the name Jay-Z. Back then, he was just a hustler from Brooklyn, a street kid trying to build a name in the rap game, while still moving in the...
I guess she thought I was old enough to know now, and she been saying Sean Carter, that's what she was calling him at first before she was calling it Jay-Z, and I really didn't know who that was because I was young, and had my little brother, and I really wasn't worrying about it. She was saying it a lot, but I really just was going along with the person I was just seeing, like the person I looked at who was taking care of me at that time. I really wasn't really trying to understand what my mom was talking about, but she constantly put it in my head like, son, it's not your father, and I really want you to know it is. This person is your father, and I just want you to know. And she continued to tell me that over the years and over the years. And
kind of circles nobody talks about publicly. Wanda was only 16. Their time together was short, messy, and surrounded by secrets. What nobody expected was how deeply those secrets would follow them. For years, Wanda tried to reach Jay-Z, tried to tell him that she was pregnant and he needed to step up. But every attempt went nowhere.
Try to contact me in any type of way, and that's all I'm asking is, like, as I said, I'm not chasing nobody. I'm not trying to do this to make somebody seem like a bad person, nobody seem like a bad person or nothing. I'm just wasn't looking for none of that. I just want to know the truth, and if I can't go to the courts and get the truth, like, what is it really? What is it? I just really want it over. It's something that's really affecting my life, and I just want it over.
Every message disappeared. Every door closed. And when she realized she couldn't reach him, she did the only thing she could. She moved on, tried to build a life and raise her son the best way she knew how. But children grow, and eventually they start asking questions.
Rymir Carter, Wanda's son. She had it when she was 16. It takes 40 weeks to cook a baby. That means she was 15 when she got pregnant. Age of consent in Pennsylvania is 17. Was then, is now. And she was taken across state lines from Pennsylvania to an apartment in New York. Oops.
Oh man, the detail.
That's how Rymir Carter made it into this world. Take the test, then. That's fine. We'll give you don't know Diddy. Take the test. You've been ducking this boy's DNA for all his life. Take the test. Do something. You've been dead beating it your whole life.
Rymir wanted to know why he didn't look like the man on his birth certificate. why whispers followed him, why people would stare a little too long when he walked into a room. And when he started digging for answers, he found stories his mother had kept locked away for years. Stories involving Jay-Z, hushed conversations, nights in Brooklyn, and a young girl who was too scared to speak up. By 19, he'd had enough. He didn't want fame. He didn't want money. He wanted the truth.
What makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen?
I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations. I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going with, like, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. You know, so I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is that those accusations are crazy.
I don't have no felonies. I'm not crazy or none of that. It's like, I just want the truth, and it's so hard to get it from the courts. And it seems like Jay-Z don't want to say anything. So, you know, I don't want to see him go down for something that you could have just got taken care of.
Nobody's talking about the fact that he is currently suing his first. Why would he be doing that? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that Rymir's mother was a minor when she conceived Rymir with Mr. Carter, who was a grown adult. What kind of family man is that? You don't want anyone to know, you or your wife, don't want anyone to know who your actual biological children are, because most of them were created with minors while you were an adult. He's been in court with this young man for the past decade, fighting taking a DNA test. If he's not your kid, take the DNA test. Simple. The young man is not your son. Why have you spent so much money trying not to take a DNA test? Take the DNA test if he ain't your kid. You such a proud family man. While you fight back the truth about your firstborn biological son, because you don't want nobody to know that his mama was barely 15 when you made her a mother and you were a grown man. I'm here.
Yeah.
Him and Blue Ivy got the same mouth.
So he filed his first paternity case in 2010. And from that moment on, everything changed. Because what should have been a simple DNA test turned into a legal maze that dragged on for more than a decade. Cases dismissed, refiled, moved, blocked, delayed. Judges mysteriously stepping away.
Now, and they ain't giving these big-name hip-hop moguls no more passes. Matter of fact, rumor is some of the dirt in Diddy's case might lead right back to Jay-Z.
The new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
That's right. To us, black excellence, right?
that had to be there.
We getting tighter, you know what I'm saying? And united we stand, and ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brunch. You're like,
I hate you, man.
unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you is this year. Come on, bro.
What's interesting was that Jay-Z's camp basically put out a statement saying that Jay and Puff are not friends and they're not close at all or whatever else. Did you see the two of them interact a lot?
I seen them interact, but I wouldn't say they was close. I believe Puff felt they was close.
Oh.
But if you was a person on the outside looking in, like me and Uncle Paulie used to always talk about it, me and D-Rock used to talk about, yo, why Puff kind of like sucking Jay off so much? You know what I'm saying? Because you be like, we done flew to 5 or 6, 7 different concerts that Jay-Z has. But Jay-Z is not at one of Puff's shows. You know what I'm saying? You look at the Rock brunch where Puff will break his neck to get to the brunch, but Jay-Z don't pop up at any of Puff parties. You know, now I can only speak up until 2012. You know what I'm saying? And Puff was breaking his neck. Like at the end of the day, in our mind, we say, yo, he ain't even invite Puff to his wedding. When he married Beyonce, Steve Stout and all of them was there. You know what I'm saying? And Puff was kind of in his feelings, but once again.
Oh, Puff was upset he didn't get invited to the wedding?
Of course he was. You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember, we're security, so we're bottom on a topo. So he's not going to show you that it really affects him until you have a little conversation with him, or you say something, or you overhear something. But he didn't get invited to that, you know. Yeah, Jay came through every once in a while, like if we was in a yacht in San Tropez or one of these places like that, Jay might ride up, you know what I'm saying? And it's more or less to show, yeah, I got a yacht too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm out here too. More or less than we're tight friends. I look at it as two people that's getting money because they did have some businesses together and we did have to go to some meetings together, and it was like, this is how far it goes, but we're not friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, people ask me that all the time. I think Jay ain't really with Puff. It was no personal into it. It would be like if Ron Burgos is flying from LA on his jet, but Jay-Z just so happens to be going to New York too. We all end up on the jet.
I also have my own kids to take care. Like, you know, I just got so much on my, I don't do interviews just saying, hey, Jay-Z, give me your money, or I'm coming at the Jay-Z for his money. I never did that. I'm not that type of person. I work for everything. I'm just trying to basically make sure no other kids and nobody else in the world has to go through this. Basically, don't feel afraid to go to court. So many people are scared, and this is a big thing in the world. A lot of people don't have their fathers because they scared to go out and search for them. And sometimes they only take a little search, you know, go search. And if it's wrong, we're adults. Well, most of us adults, even for the teenagers, this being a role model for them, showing you can go in the courtroom, and if you're doing everything correctly, you should be able to just get treated as equal. I've always been a person that I never hate anyone. I never, you know, I don't walk around with hate for a person. So I try to teach my kids that just be the best that you can be. So that's just a motto I go off. I would never hate Jay-Z. You know, it was never that type thing. You know, I respect him for everything he did. And as I said, I've been going through a whole lot through these years because this case. First, we didn't have people, you know, slander my name. Like, you want Jay-Z money, I'm going to be against no one. Like, you know, I'm going to continue to fight. It'll take another 10 years, maybe another 50. Maybe I'll take this to the grave with me, but everybody can say I fought this.
Yeah.
He's come out and said, like, you know, this is just long-term harassment, man. He's like, this thing is just won't go away.
Long-term harassment. You know how disrespectful that is to a man that looks almost identical to you?
Yeah, that's his child. That's very disrespectful. I mean,
to a man that chances are, just out of nowhere, random universal selection, this boy who's not related to you has your nose, has your mouth, has your brow line, has your hairline, same straight knobby knees. Is like all of this just by accident. Just by accident. It's just a coincidence that this man looks like he could be your Irish twin. Are you kidding me? I'll tell you what I do know. I do know that I have listened to actual commentary from his godmother, Lily, who sat with a friend of mine, Liz Crokin. I was there, I was present, I heard it come out of her mouth. Wanda was a minor when she got pregnant with Rymir. And like Wanda always said, he picked her up in Philly, but he took her to New York across state lines to bed her while she was allegedly underage. Even though Lily was present when Rymir was born.
Documents disappearing, court orders ignored, and behind all of it, a team of lawyers who seemed determined to make sure this young man never got close to the truth. You'd think a billionaire who claims he has nothing to hide would simply take the test and move on, right? But that's not what happened.
She was very clear on the fact that Wanda was a minor when she was pregnant with Rymir, who was born a year before my son Giovanni. He came 92. That means She got knocked up in 91. He was well into his 20s by that time. Well into his 20s. Allegedly taking teenage girls over state line. He got unlucky, that condom broke. Poor guy. Or maybe that was just karma. Maybe God made sure that happened for a moment like right now. Disgusting. Don't nobody want to talk about the other kids that everybody denies don't exist and what? You know, to be a billionaire that can't get a loan is one thing. But to be a broke billionaire and a deadbeat dad, that's something different.
Yeah. You know, even Solange's son, the Daniel kid, he says he doesn't have a great relationship with Beyonce and Jay-Z. What do you feel someone coming out saying, hey, Jay-Z's my father? What does that person want from a Hove if he's saying he does not care?
To prove that his mother wasn't a liar, because that's what they said his entire life while she was alive. Denying him makes her a liar. That woman was on the phone with the judge who was harassing her, telling her, demanding that she stop filing for paternity when she gave way and died. His mama died on the phone. Trying to get proper acknowledgement to him. If your mama died like that, would you just sit around and let people keep calling her a liar?
But my thing is this, Black, this is how easy it is. First of all, kids come before everything.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're going to have problems with your kids sometimes, but if you got if you got $10 million, you go, listen, young, well, I don't want the world to know nothing about this because my image, here goes some money, I'm going to take care of you. Nobody's going to say no. You're my son, I love you. I'm going to give you money, I just don't want nobody to know about this. It's easy to manage. The fact,
but that starts with extortion. That's the first step of extortion.
No, but
once you give someone some money, you are now an ATM.
So you saying someone, no, your son. Like, Vlad, there's a difference between someone and your son that you made. Right or wrong?
Still a stranger though, you don't know.
It don't matter, but if you made him, he's a stranger because of you.
Yeah.
He's a stranger because of you if you're a stranger. You know what I mean? So my thing is, if you my son, my thing is, I think a son is something all men want, a son.
Yeah.
And once you have a son, you don't care. If he was 40 and you just met him, he's your son. You be like, yo, especially if you got the means to just do whatever you want. That's the thing I think a regular person like me.
Instead, the Carters fought behind the scenes, hard. They fought so aggressively that people began asking, why? Why avoid something so simple? Why spend more money on stopping the test than on just proving innocence? And that's exactly the question 50 Cent has been asking for years. Now, fast forward to today, and the bombshell nobody saw coming. After years of being denied, blocked, and dismissed, Rymir finally won a legal victory in his case against Beyoncé, demanding transparency from her and her team regarding alleged interference in his pursuit of the truth. For the first time, a judge didn't shut him down. A judge didn't toss it away. A judge actually listened. And that tiny moment of progress...
All the fraud on the court, if we just let that, just pass and not say anything about it, they will continue to do anything they want. It's not just with us, it's with people in the world. Like, a lot of fraud and a lot of collusion that's just been going on and just been looked over was never supposed to happen. Like, and I will not let that pass. I'm not letting the lawyers get away with that. They will not go in the courtroom of justice and just lie like that and continue to get praised off it, or use this lie to benefit off of all these years. Like, we've been going to court, putting our hard-earned money out there, and we going in there to fight fraud. That's just that's craziness. That's really craziness, and I don't think nobody in the world should have to go through that. You going in there, you paying your hard-earned money. You got these lawyers that's just frauding and pitting anything they want basically in the courtroom, and the judges is just allowing this to go on. I honestly believe that both of them should be hold it responsible for this, because you guys, this is you guys' job, and if the judge can't see this or overlook, then I can understand a mistake. But just throughout the years, to continue to overlook fraud is just craziness to me. Like, come on, it's right there in your face. If you can't see that, then I don't know.
Something Rymir's been begging for since he was a teenager was all 50 Cent needed to kick the door wide open. He jumped online with that iconic smirk, the same one he uses when he knows the whole world's about to get messy. And instead of cracking a joke or dropping a one-liner, he went straight for the throat, saying the victory was proof that the truth always finds daylight and that Jay-Z can't run forever. But here's where things get real interesting. 50 Cent didn't just talk about Jay-Z. He mentioned Beyoncé. He mentioned the lawsuit. He mentioned interference. And he said, point blank, that if B really stepped in to shut this case down, then things are way darker than anyone imagined. This wasn't trolling. This wasn't for laughs. This was a warning. And 50 wasn't the only one who noticed. The streets started talking. Blogs lit up. Old documents resurfaced. And suddenly, people are looking at Jay-Z sideways, wondering what exactly he's been hiding since the 90s. But the real twist? People also started wondering why Beyoncé would get involved at all. Because if Jay-Z is innocent, why interfere? Why fight? Why silence anyone? These are the questions 50 Cent is now blasting everywhere he can. And the timing couldn't be worse for the Carters. Not with Rymir's case gaining traction, not with Beyoncé being dragged into legal filings, and not with 50 Cent already producing documentaries that expose the darkest corners of the hip-hop industry. If he chooses to put Rymir's story on screen, the Carters won't be able to hide behind lawyers forever. But this isn't just drama. It's emotional, it's painful, and at the heart of all of this is a 30-something-year-old man who grew up feeling unwanted by someone the world worships. Imagine spending your entire life being told you're lying. Imagine watching billionaires use their influence to silence your voice. Imagine losing your mother in the middle of the fight and still refusing to give up because all you want is the truth she never got to see. That's what Rymir has lived through. The emotional toll on him? Heavy. The toll on his family? Unbearable. And the toll on Jay-Z's legacy? Potentially devastating. Because if this case continues to grow, and if more judges actually start listening, it won't just be a scandal. It will be a stain on everything Jay-Z built. His marriage, his reputation, his business empire, all of it could crack. And 50 Cent? He knows that. He knows what this means. He knows where the pressure points are. And he's using every ounce of his platform to squeeze. While Jay-Z stays silent, hoping this blows over like it always has, 50 is out here making sure the world doesn't look away this time. He's amplifying Rymir's voice. He's pushing the story forward. And he's reminding people that no matter how powerful someone is, no matter how rich, no matter how protected, they're not untouchable. And that's why everyone's watching. Because this story isn't slowing down. It's getting louder. It's getting messier. And it's getting dangerously close to revealing something the Carters spent decades trying to hide. So now we're left with the biggest question of all. What happens next? Will Jay-Z finally take the DNA test and put this to rest? Will Beyoncé fight the lawsuit or step back and let the truth unfold? Will more evidence surface now that the door has cracked open? And will 50 Cent really put this entire saga into a full documentary? Because if he does, it's over. The world will dig deeper. Receipts will come out. And the silence Jay-Z has been hiding behind will no longer protect him. But here's the part that hits hardest. All Rymir ever wanted was clarity. Not fame. Not drama. Not a billion-dollar spotlight. Just the truth about who he is. And if this recent legal win is the first step toward that, then maybe, just maybe, the long-buried truth is finally ready to rise. One thing's for sure, 50 Cent isn't backing down. Beyonce can't ignore this forever. And Jay-Z? His silence is starting to sound a whole lot like fear. This story is far from over. And when the next chapter drops, it might be the one that changes everything. Stay tuned, because what's coming next? It's going to shake the entire industry.